Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. That girl Tamara. I am that girl Tamara, period. Okay, as y'all can see, baby girl was back home. Okay, yes, baby girl's back home. Baby girl then left the cruise ship. It hasn't been 3 months. It hasn't been 6 months. It's been 2 weeks. I stayed on a cruise ship. It's been almost a month since I've been back home, but I didn't record this video right then and there. When I came home, I just jumped right in to start recording like vlog style videos. But I was like, I'm going to just record a sit down video just to talk to y'all, let y'all know what's going on, because I don't want to just start posting vlogs and you like, okay, baby girl was just sitting on top of a bunk in a cruise ship. Now she home. What's going on? I had to really like get myself together because I just felt like it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. So I had to come home because I couldn't take it. But before we get into the whole little chit chat with me, I'm going to let y'all know what I'm sipping on. I am just sipping on some hard seltzer. This is by the brand The Claw. And it's just hard seltzer. Black Cherry is the brand. So that's just what I'm sipping on now, y'all. It's hot in here, but I had turned it. And then, I'm sorry, y'all, because it's like a net in here. I think from me going out back and letting Sandy out a lot, freaking gnats be coming in here. I don't even know how, but anyhow, if y'all see the little, see, flying around. But, yeah, and I had also turned my, I feel like I'm sweating a little bit because I had turned my air off because I didn't want to make it that noise and stuff while I was recording. So, because, here we have window units, so it makes noise. But anyhow, yeah, so I left the cruise ship on May the 20th. Today is June the 15th. So I've been home for maybe like 3 weeks. Yeah, it'll be a month next week. I just couldn't take it, y'all. Just to be quite honest, it just was not for me. I think like the first day when I arrived, I kind of felt like it wasn't for me. The style of the crew quarters, like I didn't like it. It just felt like a jail cell. It was very claustrophobic. We was like all the way down at the bottom, and it was like when you go downstairs to the women's side, like the crew quarters where I was staying, it almost smelled like sewage. Like it was like some type of sewage backup, but you didn't smell it. And it was weird. You didn't smell it when you went inside of your room, but you smelled it when you start coming down the stairs. It was so weird. I don't know where that smell was coming from. It was nasty. Like it smelled like a sewage backup. Yeah. So I didn't like the living arrangement. Is a lot of factors that you know set into me coming home. For one, the roommate situation. I could not stand my roommate. She was dirty. This is my second roommate. My first roommate was okay, you know, but I didn't room with her that long because I think I came there on a Thursday Thursday, and I think or Wednesday, and she left to do her vacation on a Saturday. So now the second roommate that I had, she was filthy and I didn't like her, and that's one reason why I came home. The second reason was the work. Now I did know that I was going to be in for a lot of work, but it's kind of like the way they explained it was almost like you were doing like shifts. It was not like shifts, like you work from 6 a.m. to on. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, you worked from 6 a.m. to 7:45. Depending on if you got everything done, you might have to work a little late if you know, was still wanted to work late or you wasn't finished your work. On Saturdays, which was turnover day, meaning that the guests that were on the ship already from the previous Saturday were getting off the ship, so we had to turn around the ship and get the ship ready for new guests. So they were 6-day cruises. On the 7th day, that's when they were getting off and new guests were boarding. So that was called turnaround day for us. And it was like hell on wheels, water, whatever. It was a mess, y'all. Because we had to you know, we had to get the previous guests off, clean everything, flip every room. I mean, it was a lot. So we had to work from 5 a.m. to 7:45. And then we had like the breaks. So our breakfast was 6:30 to 7 a.m. Our lunch was 11:15. They changed it because it was 11:30. I'll tell you why they changed it. 11:15 to I think like 11:45, and then dinner was from 4:15 to 4:45. Okay, so roommate was one of the reasons. The food was another reason. Okay, as you guys know, if you've been watching me, I've been a pescatarian. I am a pescatarian. I have been a pescatarian for 5 years. This will be my 5th year. So basically, I don't eat meat. I do eat seafood and vegetables. So basically, I eat vegetarian style, but I do eat seafood too. If that, you know, just to make it easier for people who, you know, may have never heard of a pescatarian before. They knew this before I came that I was a pescatarian because you had to fill out a sheet to say any special dietary restrictions that you had. So they knew that, right? The food was terrible. The food was terrible. Some days I didn't even eat dinner. Like, some days I didn't even eat. It was disgusting. And I was going to do what I eat with me, but I, you know, because I had that footage and I was going to make a video about that. But after I did the last, you know, put the last video out for as the room tour, because I was home when I put the room tour out. I just had the footage. I was like, you know what, I don't even want to put any more. I'm off that ship. I don't want to put any more energy into nothing. That shit is behind me. I don't put no more videos about that. The only reason why I'm doing this because it don't make sense for me to jump from room tour to vlogs back home. It don't make sense. So that's why I wanted to do a sit down video. But basically, yeah, it was, you know, the food was terrible. Some days I wouldn't even eat. Okay. The workload, the food, the workload, the roommate, and then to me, the company was kind of like racist. Okay, it was like not kind of, it was like some of the places that we went, you know, like plantations. The guests would go to these plantations. They would pick cotton, and then they would bring cotton back to the room and have it like sitting on their dresser like a fucking souvenir. And I had that. I took a picture of that, you know, of cotton. And then also one guest was reading like the book 12 Years a Slave. Like, that might not have nothing to do with it because I read a lot of different books too, and I have seen the movie 12 Years a Slave. But I'm thinking like, you're reading that book because you know you about to come on a cruise and you about to go to a plantation where the fuck they was picking cotton. So now you want to read 12 Years a Slave. That's what she was doing. So, you know, the management was just crazy. All of that stuff about you can't drink, don't drink. Like, y'all, they had us signing tons and tons and tons of papers about you know, their policy, a strict no drug policy, a strict no alcohol policy. Tell me why the whole damn ship was like alcoholics. Every time we docked or whatever, they would go out and drink. Even the chef got fired because he was so drunk that he had actually was almost fell out on the floor. I don't know. All I know is I'm up there thinking that something was really wrong with him. I thought maybe he had diabetes or something. I didn't know he was an alcoholic. I said, well, maybe, you know, because they were saying he was stumbling around and, you know, and I said, oh my goodness, maybe he got sugar or, you know, something, maybe he needs to eat, whatever. They're like, no, he's an alcoholic. So they took him, you know, I think they were trying to get him back into his room, but I know I had went down. So where they cook like the food and stuff, they call it like the galley. Okay, it's just a lot. Okay, so basically where we have to take trash down, y'all know I went there to be a housekeeper. So where we have to take trash, we have to take it downstairs underneath, like below the galley, because they keep the trash in a refrigerator, which is a neat thing to do because you keep it frozen, it keeps down the smell. So on day, you know, we put the trash there, and then when we dock, you know, that's when they had the people come and take the trash off. So anywho, I was going down there to take the trash. And homeboy, the chef, was in the aisle where they keep like the dry produce, and he was up there boxing the boxes of produce. Like, I'm coming down with the trash, homeboy like this, boo, 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 like he boxing the damn produce. So I just walked past, put the trash, and I got the fuck out of there because I didn't know what kind of shit he was on. I was just like, okay. So that was that. But I mean, it was just a lot. I'm not even going to run down every story, but a lot of that stuff was just bullshit. It was just, you know, they didn't really stick up for the crew. Like I said, all of the guests were white. None of the guests were black. Not one. Not one. You know, since I've been there. And most of the people were fairly nice. You know, I didn't come across anybody that was rude, except for one gentleman. But, you know, most of the people were nice. But the thing was, you know, they gave unlimited alcohol. The gas food, superb, A1, top notch, right? Our food, terrible. But, you know, they gave the guests, you know, a limited alcohol. You know, you can, you know, get alcohol basically almost whenever you wanted it, for real. You know, so basically, the people were drunk a lot. So one of the excursions director, now the excursion director is someone who, you know, planned the excursions for the guests to go on, took the guests out to the excursions, so on and so forth. Now, he was a black guy. It was a lot of black crew members. It was no black guest, okay? So, he was a young guy, too. He could have been like 20-something. And something happened with him and one of the guests. Do you know the guest, an old white man, actually an old Russian man, had punched him in the back? And do you know that they did not call the police? They did not have the police waiting for him when we docked so that gentleman can be escorted. Actually, we were docked. So they did not call the police. They did not escort that gentleman off. The hotel manager. So when you are on a cruise ship, you have a hotel manager, because basically it's like a hotel on the water, right? So the hotel manager and the captains are in charge of the cruise ship. They're like the head. So the hotel, you know, the hotel manager and the captain got together. Do you know the hotel manager had apologized to the guests? Did not take up for the crew. Did not take up for the crew member. That right there really pissed me off, because that's basically saying like, we're unsafe. You're not putting our safety first. You know, you had this gentleman on here that just assaulted one crew member and you didn't escort him off. So how many more people can he assault before you guys do anything? Now, the young guy, he's crazy to me, because I would have called the police. If the company didn't do nothing, I would have called and had his ass arrested and escorted off. And then I would have quit. And then I would have tried to sue them. That's just me. All that other stuff is irrelevant. Like, they were just so scared and paranoid. They didn't know how to handle the situation. Another incident, I don't know if this was true, but it was an incident with my roommate and another girl. Supposedly, it was a young white girl. She was a crew member also. She was a server. And she had went out with my roommate and some other people. Of course, they were drinking. And she had supposedly called my roommate a mammy and a cunt. Yes. The next day, when I woke up in the morning, my roommate, because she wakes up in the morning and start talking about bullshit that nobody really want to hear about. But so she woke up and started telling me about what had happened the night before, when they had went out, and she started crying real hard. And even though I really didn't like her, I actually felt sorry for her, because I was like, wow, this girl called you a mammy and a cunt. Like, what the hell? The cunt part, I wasn't worried about that. But the mammy part, yes, I was. I thought that was very offensive. So, she goes to our supervisor, tell our supervisor. And, of course, they had them sit down and talk about it, them two. Okay, fine. Do you know, after that lady, my roommate, was crying very, 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 very hard, like somebody died, and had people feeling sorry for her and everything because of this girl, this young little white girl had disrespected her, basically, and called her a mammy. Do you know, after she had that so-called sit down with them, that she actually was still like being friendly to the girl, like, I had seen them talking and she's like, oh, you're so cute. Like, she was on her motherfucking heels. I'm thinking, like, didn't you just say this little girl called you a mammy? Why are you talking to her? What is going on here? What is going on here? I'm confused, right? Yo, it was just too much drama. It was so much drama. Okay, the drama with my roommate, me and her we had got into it too. For one, she is filthy. Okay, she's a dirty butt. That's what I call people that she's a dirty butt. She hardly ever took showers. She would wake up in the morning, don't brush her teeth, wash her face, fucking roll on her uniform that was wrinkled as a mother. She was a dirty butt. Period. Okay, and she always wanted people to always want to be in your face and want to talk, and I'm coming from house cleaning. So house cleaning takes longer than, I never cleaned in a hotel before. I never, I work for myself. So I never cleaned in a hotel, and I never was on like a time schedule and everything like that. They wanted us to clean those rooms in 10 minutes. It's no way. You have to make the beds. You have to clean the bathroom. You have to vacuum. You have to vacuum. You have to, clean the little balconies and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. Now, people who don't clean, they could do it because they don't clean. So I was having basically a hard time trying not to clean stuff the way it's supposed to be clean because they just wipe down shit, okay? So, it was taking me a while. Anyway, it don't have nothing to do with her, you, your mama, your grandmama, nobody else how long I'm taking to clean. It don't got nothing to do with you. Now, the only person that could say something to me is the supervisor. So she called herself trying to help me. I don't need you to help me out. You don't even wash your ass. So why am I going to listen to anything you got to say? I'm not, okay? I'm not the one. Not the one, not the two, not the three. None of those. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to listen to you. You don't even take care of your own self, your personal hygiene, your body. And you think I'm going to listen to you try to tell me how to clean? No, ma'am. So, we basically got into it. Like, girl, go the fuck ahead. I don't want to talk to you. And there's nothing you can say to me at all. No. So, so after that, we kind of really didn't talk, because I don't like her. I didn't like her. She was disgusting. And I was so appalled that I had to share a room with her. And then the supervisor, we had a talk and he claimed he was going to move her. He never did. He never did. It's just, y'all, I'm not even going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. It just wasn't for me. But they were the factors that actually counted into me leaving. The company wasn't who the company said it was. I didn't like the sleeping arrangements. The food was terrible. I felt like I was, I was, not going to eat properly. And, I came there to make money. People were like, ordering Uber Eats and, ordering DoorDash and things like that, because they've been there longer. So they knew, how you can like order the food stuff, which was a good idea. But I'm thinking like, no, people came here to make money. Why am I spending money to eat when y'all supposed to give us good meals? We're supposed to eat like the crew member, like the passengers, which we didn't, terrible. So basically now I'm back home. I mean, I'm still in the same situation that I was in before, meaning that, me and my husband, we are still staying with family, with my in-laws, his parents, and because of the fact, you can go back and watch older videos, but basically just to sum it up, if you are new here, we have had a business, we have a business, and the business kind of put us in, just a little financial hole, because when you are working fully in your business and you don't have another income, things can get backed up. And, that's what happened. So basically, that was my decision to we moved here also to help out my in-laws, because at the time they needed our help and we needed their help as well, you know, because we needed to save money and to get our finances back in order so we can move back out, you know, on our own. So, you know, that's one reason why we came here. And that's one reason why I went to the cruise ship, because you can make up to thousands of dollars, because you are there and you're working majority of the time, but the money is what, you know, makes it work. And what I thought I could do, but I couldn't do it, you know, even for the money. It's just, I am at the point in my life where if I am, even if I'm doing it for a goal, I still have to be comfortable. And I was not comfortable. You know, I couldn't stay there. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, you know. And, you know, it is what it is. So basically, I'm home, just figuring out a new plan, you know, still working in my business. Thank God I still have my customers that I could go back to. Thank God, you know. And, you know, I'm taking some other little courses to try to implement different things into my business. So that's helping me as well. And I'm just basically like, I'm on my big future energy. I really am. Like, and I mean to say that by like, I just kind of been like home, and it's like I've been like listening to music, like, you know, because I've been a little just in a space. So I've been trying to get out of a space, and music always helps me. And it's funny because Future is one of my favorite rappers, and I've been like rewatching because I wanted to attend the One Big Party tour. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know whatever, but anyway, he did like a tour across the U.S. and it was called the One Big Party Tour, and every city was like sold out. And I don't know, just the energy of rappers sometimes, meaning, you know, how they basically, you know, go through a lot of shit, make it out of nothing, and, you know, be on top. Just grind and hustle. I mean, the hustle of some of them, the grind of some of those rappers is unmatched. It's unmatched. And I'm also at the stage where I'm going to do the things that I'm good at, the gifts that I think God gave me, instead of just getting a job to get a job for the money. Like, I'm like, girl, get on your big energy shit. So basically, that's what I'm trying to do, because I have to do what I have to do, but I also have to be happy doing it, because if I can't let myself fall back into a space where I'm unhappy, sad, you know, and it's just not gonna work. So with all that being said, baby girl, it's back home. Y'all, I'm gonna be pumping out the videos because I got content on content because I've been vlogging, okay? So I'm gonna be pumping it. I just wanted to come on here, chit chat with y'all, catch up with y'all, let y'all know that your girl was back home. Your girl has left the cruise ship because the cruise ship was not cruising. It was not working. It was not for me. No. So I'm back home. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who watches my video, who shares me out, who leaves me comments. I really appreciate it. And I always try to return the favor to you guys as much as I can. I am trying to catch up on everyone's videos because I've been so behind. But baby girl was back. And we about to get it together. So yeah. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give your girl the thumbs up and leave me a comment. Talk to y'all in the next video.